discussing Joe Biden and Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff's wins in the state of Georgia in 2022 and then in 2021 Georgia Senate runoff elections. So first off, if we could take a look at how Georgia had voted back in 2016, Donald Trump won it by over 5%, so a pretty strong showing for him before Joe Biden carried it by 0.33%. So a very narrow victory for Joe Biden, and a lot of people attribute this to higher minority turnout, which there was higher minority turnout. There was higher turnout all across the board. But if we take a look at this, white voters got 60% of the electorate, black voters got 30% of the electorate. However, we're just going to go use John Ossoff's race because he won by more. White voters got 61% of the electorate as opposed to 30% of the electorate. So the black turnout stayed the same in that race. White turnout went up. So, or at least percentage-wise. I can't say percentage-wise today. I said it earlier and I messed it up as well. I don't know why. But, it's not really increased. But what I do think it was, and don't get me wrong, minority turnout was at record highs this year, and a lot of this, Democrats wouldn't be winning without minority voters. They are, most of their base. Well, probably most of their base. They are the groups that support Democrats the heaviest. I don't necessarily want to say heaviest, the most. I don't necessarily want to say most of the base, as most, like, the large majority of Americans are white. So it easily could be white voters just because there are so many more white voters. But basically every minority group splits with the Democrats. And they wouldn't be winning elections without minority voters. So I don't want to attribute this not to minority voters because black voters, and minority voters all across Georgia really carried Joe Biden over the finish line. But this was a lot in part due to raised, not only minority turnout, but raised liberal turnout. So minorities, liberal minorities, and then liberal whites. As we take a look at this, the white vote and then the non-white vote, Hillary Clinton got 83% of the non-white vote, as opposed, so she won by what, 69%, I believe. John Ossoff got a larger percentage of the vote. I think he actually won by less. Yeah, he only won by 68%. However, he did get more of the vote from that. And then if we go take a look at the, that's white. Yeah, it's the same thing though. That's interesting. Voters of color with no degree and voters of color with a degree voted the exact same. That's very interesting. But and then white voters, he did a lot better with. He lost the white vote by 42%, as opposed to Clinton's loss of as opposed to Clinton's loss of 54%. So higher liberal turnout all across the board, percentage-wise at least. Obviously, with everybody on the national level and in Georgia, but higher liberal turnout. And the thing is, and this is why Democrats will probably continue to win here in the future, is if we go take a look at this, the black vote is like 29%. We go take a look at the racial makeup. So a lot of these polls use white non-Hispanic. So if we go take a look at white alone, they make up 57.75 electorate. So let's round up, say 53% or 58%. White voters still get 3% more of the electorate. Black alone, let's round up, 32%. Black voters get 2 to 3% less of the electorate than what they have in the population. Let's go look at Latino voters. Wait, I don't see Latino voters. Oh, it's probably over here. Hispanic, any race. 9 points to 10%. And if we go take a look at this, 5%. Asian voters. 4.14%, so 4%. They, that's the wrong race. They get, 2% less. Other racial slash ethnic groups. Some other race slash, other race, and then Native American and Pacific Islander typically fall under this. So, I'm trying to add up all this. It's gonna take me a second. So it's about 6% of other voters. I think that turnout is actually, oh no, it's not up. It's 4% down. So the white voters in Georgia are going to continue. I think that white turnout has more or less hit a peak percentage-wise. Obviously, there are still white voters who could turn out to vote that haven't, but I think that at this point, at least the white conservative vote. If we go take a look at, oh, that's actually very interesting. I would have thought white voters with a college degree split liberally, because they do nationally, I think. If we go take a look at this. Yeah, white voters with a college degree do split for the Democrats. That's surprising, but as we see more minority turnout and a little bit of white liberal turnout, we have seen like white voters split. I've noticed this all across the South. White voters seem to, for whatever reason, split more with the GOP in the South than they do nationally. I don't know why. It's kind of weird, but it's as they continue to do better among, I don't want to say do better among minorities, raise turnout, I guess, among minorities, and then get more, I guess, more of the white vote as they do a little bit better. Joe Biden might have had a fluke with his white vote because he appealed to a lot of white voters. But I think that as this minority turnout continues to get up, because like I don't see conservative white vote, I don't see the conservative white vote going up really anymore. I see it trending down. So I think that as that continues, the state will shift farther and farther to the left. Because, like I said, if we go look at, let's actually go take a look at Raphael Warnock's performance, Senate special runoff. Where is, okay, yeah, okay, it's loading. Sorry guys about this. But if we go take a look at his, because he won by 2%. Let's go see where turnout was at. Yep, same as the previous race. And he was doing, yeah, he was doing about as well. He did better among voters of color. He won by 70%. So he did a few percentage points better among voters of color, and that was it. And this number, black voters, he did very well with black voters. He did very well across the board. But like I said, he did very well with voters of color in general. And as Democrats continue to do this well among voters of color, and as turnout continues to raise, it'll probably be a Democratic state. But going off of that, let's also take another look. This is something that really went up for them. As we go take a look at how different districts or counties shifted. And I actually find this very interesting. You can go see different counties and how they shifted. Are there any counties that stayed the same? No, not that I can find. There probably are. Mohave County, 0.2% more for the GOP. Okay. Anyways, but as we go take a look at, okay, I can't zoom into Georgia. Actually, I will zoom into Georgia. I will move down here. That's Alabama. Okay. As we go into Georgia, as we take a look at this, some of these southern counties, or these rural counties, shifted further to the right, obviously. Not many voters in these counties. But we see specifically not only in Atlanta, we see Fulton County shifted 5.5%, and we see, where is it? DeKalb County shifted 4.4%. But what we see a lot of these suburbs continuing to shift to the left. 12 points, 12, 15, 12. In Fayette County, that's a Republican county. Trump won there. 6, 16, 8, 15, 6.7, 6.7, 12. This is a Republican county. Forsyth County is a Republican county. 14, 9, basically 10. We've seen in a lot of these Atlanta areas. Clark County, 4.9%. We've also seen down here in Savannah, relatively large margins for them. And we've seen down here across the Little Strip, we've seen them do better. We've seen them do better in Columbus. We've seen them do better in counties such as Columbia County. But we're seeing these Atlanta suburbs continuing to shift. We're seeing this overall in the suburban revolt. As we go take a look at, I'm going to go take a look at area type. And then let's go look at back in 2016. I was just gonna type it in. I'm trying to see how much the suburbs shifted. As you can see, Donald Trump won the suburbs back in 2016. Oh, he actually won them again in 2020. That's very interesting. I think the suburbs will actually continue to shift to the left. Clinton won the urban areas by 68%. Joe Biden, this is interesting. Whoa. Okay, the only area where Joe Biden significantly improved was in, oh, actually no, he did, better in suburban areas. So he did, do a few percentage points better. That's not the right race. He did do a few percentage points better than Clinton. He still lost the suburbs, though. That's something I find very interesting. He won the urban vote by 35% as opposed to 39%. Wait, was that the same number? 39%, 39? No, 35. So the urban vote actually shifted a little bit to the right, and then the rural vote, he won it by 39%. She won it by 38%. Okay, so the only real significant improvement I see here for Joe Biden was in the suburban vote, and that's a lot to say. But we did see this is the thing that confuses me. If we go take a look at this, let's go look at these more urban areas. We see Richmond County. We see the entire Atlanta area shifting. We see Columbus. We see Savannah. Every urban area, Augusta, Athens, we see every suburban area shifting to the left, which it confuses me as to why he won by less than Donald Trump, or than Hillary Clinton. Macon, also shifting to the left, not by a lot, but 3.5%. Anyways, but like I said, a lot of the suburban shift is benefiting Joe Biden. It didn't even shift that much, but as we continue to see higher minority turnout, and the suburbs are still shifting. And I want to go take a look at this just out of my own interest. I wanted to see how much. Okay, he did better, I think, in urban areas. He won by 22% on the national level, and he won by 35% in Georgia. He did better among urban areas nationally. I think a lot of those might be more conservative urban areas as well, like Tulsa. But a lot of this, I think, I'm actually going to see 2016, because I think that, yeah, these urban areas in Georgia at least seem to like to shift, or seem to vote further to the left. Oh, not South Carolina. South Carolina is not lean Democrat. That is a Republican state. Nope, not competitive. Not yet, at least. We could see it get competitive in 2028. But Georgia, I'm going to say, I'm going to put it down just because I'm putting them with all the results, being that tilt blue state. But I think that a lot of this can be attributed to higher liberal turnout and that suburban shift. And as we see the turnout reach a more representative area of the actual population, and the suburbs continue to shift, because like I said, Joe Biden lost the suburbs. I want to go see how Raphael Warnock did in the suburbs. But like I said, Joe Biden lost the suburbs. In the suburbs, we saw shifted to the left. Yeah. Raphael Warnock lost the suburbs as well, although he did win the urban vote by, I think, was it more than Hillary Clinton? She won by 39%, and he won by what? 34%. No, he actually won by less. He just did better among the suburban vote, which I think means a lot. He lost the rural vote by about 32%. But I think as these suburbs continue to shift to the left, and as we see the liberal vote share of the electorate be raised, I think that this state will probably, by 2022 at least, be lean blue. Still a very competitive state, though. Republicans should not give it up. They should fight for it. But a very, very competitive state, and that's how Joe Biden won the state of Georgia. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video, whenever that may be, and I will see you guys there. Bye.